Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. And for today's video, we are going to do a really quick book haul and books that I want to read this fall. So I have quite a list. We'll see if I get to them or not. We don't know, right? And then they might switch up because I'm a very mood reader. But the books that I did haul are part of the books that I want to read this fall. So it's a lot of books we will go through. So before we jump into this video, please make sure that you're subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate it. And we'll just go ahead and jump in. So this is the book haul. It just came in today. These are the books I ordered off of Amazon. Yes, I get a little bit of a discount because I work for Amazon. So we will go ahead and start. I got the collection. I got actually the first 6 books in the series. And then I just got to get the last 2. So I got The Assassin's Blade by Sarah J. Maas. And then we have Throne of Glass, Crown of Midnight, Heir of Fire, Queen of Shadows, and Empire Stones. So I have 2 more to buy, which I will probably get for my birthday, which is coming up. So hopefully I will have a birthday book haul coming up soon too, because I do plan on buying some books for my birthday. But these are, I have actually read the first, I think, 4 of them, and I bought them from my library. Well, I borrowed them from the library, so I wanted to get all copies of them because I was really enjoying the series. And then I think one of the books my library didn't have, and then I just gave up reading the series. But I have the other series of hers, which the A Court of Thorns and Roses. I have all of those books except the last 2 that haven't came out yet. And then I saw that they're coming out in hardcover. So I have to wait till the paperback comes out because I'm not going to buy the last 2 in hardcover when all of my books are paperback. Then I have The Crescent City. I have the 3 books that are in that series. I haven't started reading that yet because I want to read all of the Throne of Glass series, and I want to probably read, well, then I'm going to probably read the Crescent City books. Let's talk about all the books that I plan on reading this fall. We're going to start off with Love in the Time of Serial Killers. This is by Alicia Thompson. I don't know much about this book. I used to see people talk about it on TikTok and BookTube and things like that, but I really don't hear nothing about it. So, it says on the front, can true love survive her true crime obsession? So I believe it's a girl that is obsessed with true crime. Yes, that's what the first sentence says. So, hopefully I will enjoy this because I was at one point obsessed with true crime as well. I'm not even gonna lie. I would read a lot of Anne Rule books. I went on a whole spiral down true crime until I realized this is not good for my mental health. Then I took a break. Okay, then the next book I want to read is Ali Hazelwood's Love on the Brain. I think this is the 2nd book in the Love Hypothesis series. I believe there's a movie coming out. I saw someone post about the movie coming out, so I need to read the rest of the series. Read the first one, I really liked it. I have not read Twilight. Of course, I've watched the movies over and over again, but I have not read the books. So this year, I want to read all of the Twilight books. And I believe I mean, they look like they're pretty fast-paced to read, so really want to get into that. Then we have The Final Girl Support Group by Grady Hendrix. I've heard mixed feelings about this book. I did read A Southern Good Girl's Guide to, what is it? To Slaying Vampires or something like that. The Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires. I read that one. And it was okay. I mean, it wasn't, I didn't think it was like the best book, but it was okay. So this one is a lot shorter, but we're going to give it a try. The next book that I want to read is The Death of Mrs. Westaway by Ruth Ware. I really want to get into lots of mystery thrillers and books like that for the fall. So this seems like it might be a good one. I don't know anything about it, but have I read a Ruth Ware book? I think I did. I can't remember which one I read, but I think I enjoyed her writing. So we're going to give this one a try. And then we have Practical Magic by Alice Hoffman. I have watched the movie, of course, but I don't think I've ever read the book. And then I think that the second book is coming out soon. I mean, the second movie is coming out soon, so I definitely want to read the books. I know there's a movie of Reminders of Him by Colleen Hoover. I have not read this book, but it's funny enough that after serving 5 years in prison for a tragic mistake, Kenna Rowan returns to the town where all went wrong. And that's so funny because I spent 5 years in prison and I live in the same county where it all happened. Imagine that. That's so weird. That is really, really weird. I mean, even though it does, the story doesn't really, the story of it, because it's saying hoping to reunite with her 4-year-old daughter. I never had a kid while all that happened, but I did go to prison for 5 years and I do live in the same town that it happened, so that's weird. But I really want to read this book. And then we have The Secret History by Donna Tartt. I've heard that this was a really good book to read during the fall. The font is really small, but it's okay. I like a good dark academia book, so that's what I hear that this is about. So, it's a group of college kids. That's all I need to know. And then, of course, we have A Little Life. So, we have another group of college kids, and I did start this book. Like I said before, I am on the second part of the book, part 2, The Postman. So, I will continue this book. I'm not going to start over on it because I have annotations and I'll just skim through over them, and then I may read the last chapter to catch up on it. But other than that, I don't think I'm going to restart. Because I was just reading that not that long ago. It hadn't been a long time since I read it. And then I have a couple classics here that I would like to read. This is The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. Of course, I've heard this was a, pretty good book to read as well. Dorian Gray, who, enthralled by his own exquisite portrait, exchanges his soul for eternal youth and beauty. So, we shall see what Dorian Gray is all about. And then we are going to read, then I plan on reading The Crucible by Arthur Miller. It's a pretty short book. It is saying that it is based on historical people and real events. So let's talk about the witch hunts and trials in 17th century Salem, Massachusetts. So this ought to be an interesting read since, talking about witches and things like that. Then we have Six of Crows by Lee Bardugo. So I have read Shadow and Bone. I have read the whole series. And I have the duology. I have this and Crooked Kingdom. But I haven't started it. So I've had these for many years, and it's time that I get into reading this. So definitely going to be high on my list. Also another one, Stephen King, Pet Sematary. Definitely want to read this one. This is more of like October. Definitely want to read this in October. So we all know Stephen King. And if you don't know, read him, because I have read actually quite a few of his books. And I enjoy my time with Stephen King. So then we have Zodiac Academy. This is the second book. This is Ruthless Fae. And I was probably about halfway through, I think. Or close. I was in like 200s. I took my bookmark out. But I'm going to start this one all over again because I don't remember anything. It's been quite a while since I had started this book. So it's time that I restart it. But I don't think it'll be like too hard to read. It seems like it's very fast paced. I think I remember reading the first book and it was fast paced. So we have that, and that is all of the books that I plan on reading for fall, and going into October and stuff like that. Hopefully I can read these within 2-3 months or so. We're going to try. It's a lot of books, and I unfortunately work a 9 to 5. Well, probably about 30 hours or so a week I work. And then I have other hobbies that I enjoy doing as well. So I like to crochet, and I like to diamond art and paint by number and other things like that. So we will see if I get to a lot of these books. Maybe I can find like an audio book for maybe a couple of them. But I prefer reading physically. I don't really enjoy audiobooks because I can't focus as much. Maybe if I can find a good like narrator, then maybe I can focus more on it, but we'll see. So that is all that I'm going to have for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and let me know what you plan on reading down in the comments below, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.